Hello YouTube, welcome to the fourth part in this series. So in this series, we will connect our GraphQL Server to MongoDB Atlas, and this is where all the magic will happen. Okay, I'll show you how you're going to connect to the MongoDB Atlas, and we will write the resolvers to return data when we hit any of the queries or the mutations you specify in the next video. Okay, so to connect to MongoDB Atlas, go to this link. The link is down in the description below. You can just search for MongoDB Atlas and you'll land at this page. And if you don't have an account, you can start free over here. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. And so when you have successfully registered and created your account and logged in, this is what you're going to see. Okay, so you'd have to create a cluster. If you don't have one, you can simply go to build a new cluster and then just select any of the regions. Most of them are by default, so I'd prefer you stay with the default settings. Okay, and once you're good to go, you can give your cluster a name, and I think that'll be all. Hit create cluster. Okay, and that'll be all for now. So I won't create another cluster now. I'll just go back to where I came from. Okay. Okay, so once you've successfully created a cluster, you can simply hit the connect button here and go to connect application, and you're going to copy this connection string from here. Okay, and then back inside our application, we need to install some dependencies. Okay, so let me just make sure clear here. So you need to run npm install nodemon. Okay, and then we'll be installing mongoose too. So and then that's save. Okay. Okay, so this command would allow you to the nodemon is going to watch our files. If there's any changes, it's going to restart the server for us, and then the mongoose is going to help us connect to our MongoDB backend. Okay, it makes connection to the MongoDB straightforward. You know, that's what they say. So I would prefer to use this one over the default client that was given by MongoDB. Okay, so run the command and then get it installed as part of your application. I've already done that. So once you have done that, you can simply come here and then create a nodemon file. Okay, so you want to call it nodemon.json, and then over here I'm going to create an environment file. So I'm going to call it. So I'm going to call this my con string. So I'm going to save in the connection string I just copied in here. Okay, and over here I need to pass in a username and a password. Okay, so back to my MongoDB, and I need to come to data access and create a new user. Okay, so enter a name, enter password. You can also auto generate a password. Preferably choose admin and then click on add user. And next thing you need to do is come to the network access over here and then add an IP address. You can either add your own IP address or kind of allow anybody to connect. Okay, so I made my IP address to connect to any IP address, and it's open to everybody, right? Yes, so that's what you can do over here. Then once you have this, I'm going to replace this by the username and then the password, of which I've forgotten the password. So let me just go back here, delete this one, and sorry, and then just go to edit password, auto generate a password, show this password, copy it, and update the user. Then back in this file, I'm going to say the username is going to be admin, and then the password is going to be the one I just copied, and then the name of the database would go here. Okay, I want to call my DB, right? So this is all I need. I need a connection string. Inside it, I'm passing in my database access, the username, and then the password, followed by the name of the database. Now that I have that connected, I can just go back to my Mongoose and then follow the instructions over there. So according to Mongoose, it says I need to require Mongoose over here. So let me just go ahead and copy that and then put it on top here as part of my imports. And then over here down below, I can go back here again and copy this line, and then back over here again. I'm gonna paste it over here. Now this should be my connection string, okay, which I have created in my node1.json file. So I'm just gonna call this process dot env dot, sorry, I can hardly see my keyboard over here. Okay, process that env dot constraint over here. So this would link back to the constraint I just created over here. Okay, and then once that is complete, I can come back here and I'll say then, so if this is successful, then I would want to come over here and say console.log, and I'll pass in here connection to MongoDB was successful. I don't know if that's successful. I'm running out of time here, so. And then I'm gonna go down here and then copy this line of code. So I want to start listening to my server only when the connection was successful. Okay, and that will be all for now. Let's go ahead and then come back to our package.json and then make sure we include this line inside our script. Okay, so this is now going to start our server for us. If I come here and I run npm run start, okay, the start here is the start you're seeing here. So I'm running this command, and in turn it's going to run our index.json file for us. So hitting enter over here, and our server should be up and running. Yep, very soon we should be up. So connection to MongoDB was successful, and it's now running at localhost 4000 GraphQL. So if you followed with me, if you've been with me to the end of this video, we've successfully connected to our MongoDB Atlas backend, and in the next video you'll be writing the resolvers to actually return our types and then our queries and our mutations whenever we hit those queries. Okay, so currently our schema is not available because we've tweaked it and then you've not provided much information about it, but don't worry, in the next video you're going to resolve it. So in the next video it's all about resolvers. So thank you very much for watching this video. Until next time, have a great day.